All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of College Hoops 2K8. Still going on with another season of Iowa State basketball. We are 4-1, and we have ourselves a couple of nice, nice home games here against South Carolina and Northern Iowa, who is currently undefeated. We'll see what happens there. Then we can get through the Northern Illinois and San Francisco games and potentially play Penn State. I think I could do that. I guess it depends with the South Carolina and Northern Iowa thing as far as if we get to Duke. Still have some good confidence about it, you know. Just seem to be doing pretty well. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get to Duke. We'll see what happens. And then actually, if we can get to Duke, we get past these two and potentially get to conference games. Depends on how badly and quickly I can beat South Carolina, so we'll see what happens. And Northern Iowa. Hey, Point Gamma, how's it going? Merry Christmas. There we go. We're pretty much even, except they're a little bit better on the defense and the team unity. I don't know why my team unity is always so low. We keep people around the whole time. Hey, Wildcat.
It's time for College Hoops on 2K Sports. The South Carolina Gamecocks go up against the Iowa
I should
State
just have
Cyclones.
like a small overlay like in the top left-hand corner. It's just a little Merry Christmas thing.
We're here at Hilton Coliseum alongside Bill Raftery.
Wouldn't be too much, but
this
it's
is
all
Vern
right.
Lundquist. Tracy Wilson is with us too. Give us your take, Bill.
There's a terrific matchup.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's get that record up to at least 30-4. Hopefully 32-4 by the end of the night. There we go.
Backs in, releases.
Oh shit! I forgot. I used the stick because I'm so used to
Tracy Wilson for an update.
Before the
I hate
game,
that.
we talked with Coach
I'm
Wilson.
always so
I asked him
used to
about
the
facing
dribble
a team
stick
with such
or
strong offense,
just
and he said,
doing
"You're
the
right, they can
post
be very
moves in
explosive, and that's our
2K19
number one concern.
that
But
it
I have
just
all the
I
confidence in the
can't
world in our
stop
ability to
not
frustrate
doing
them
that.
defensively. Vern?
Thank
Hey,
you,
Carter,
Tracy.
what's up?
I'd love to see that. He was lurking around, then pounced. Such a deep burn.
Oh, that's right. Triggers don't really work to get people
And he makes the first.
out of this too. Okay, bit of a rough start, but you know it's only
Gets
4
the second
points.
to fall as well. Scrucky inbounds the ball.
Let's go.
Dishes it to the wing. Scrucky
There we
backs
go.
him down.
Scrocky, go. Just do it. Just do it. Shoot it over him. You can do it. I believe in you. Mr. Senron Kagura, of course. I know your opinions on it, and I don't care.
It's deflected, and it's picked
Hey,
up by
there we
Iowa
go.
State.
Run,
The D was
run.
really waiting for him there.
That's how you do
Got
it.
it.
Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep, and then capitalize.
No, what have you figured out? Love-hate relationship? Where's the
Chetfield
love?
tosses it up. They rule this one goaltending. Count the
Bullshit! Come on, motherfucker. You kidding me?
shot. Timba inbounds the ball. Shepard hands it off. Catches it on the elbow. Timba backs him down. Shoots it. The
That
three-pointer
was
hit
it.
right
Okay, I
by.
made it.
He's got 3.
Spent the entire day watching Seven Deadly Sins.
Conroy
I have
takes a
never
three.
really seen that.
Scrucky gets the rebound.
Oh, not
I've
real
seen
good
like
shot
3
selection, Vern.
episodes maybe.
You've got to exercise a little
don't know.
patience and move the ball around.
Timba beats it to the high post. To the elbow. Backs down.
Ah, I probably could have
Picks
just
it up.
driven in.
The
Oh
big
well.
slam was thrown down
Oh
by Scrucky.
man, the big
They
man.
now go up by
The
3.
big man.
Francis from deep. Peñazola grabs the rebound. About 9.5 minutes left in the half. Shepard takes it
There you
up,
go.
rips it down.
Oh my God.
They push their lead to
Turn
5.
it the fuck up. Let's go. I'm liking this. I'm liking this already. Ah, of course you gotta stop that shit. Let's just up our defense. That's really, I think, all we need to worry about is making sure they don't continue their deal. My day today, because I did my family shit yesterday, so
Francis inbounds the ball.
my day
Dishes
today
it down low. That last
just
layup
consisted
was
of
missed by
waking up
Conroy.
much later than I usually do, and then
I'm sure
sitting
his
at
coach
my
will be telling
computer
him that.
working on, I think it was
Backs
TW
in.
stuff, back and forth, along with other things.
With the shot, $1 million.
Ah, I knew it. I knew I was
5-set
just a
shot by
little too
Shepard.
late on that.
But they're still out in front by 5.
What a playmaker this
The
guy
rest of the
is.
rings
Great
also do
assist.
turn up with the comedy and fan service. Here's the thing, I think you were around for Peach
Scrucky
Ball.
puts
You
it
know
up,
I love
hits
me
the
some
quick shot.
comedy and fan
They're
service.
up 13-8.
It's just it's just those kind of shows, like the shows that I know a lot of people, when they say they're into anime, they'll say they're watch,
Francis gets it.
like
Top of the key.
Naruto,
From
Dragon Ball Z.
downtown. It was hit by Conroy.
I guess they don't
Iowa
really say
State
One
takes
Piece
its
or
first
Naruto
time
so
out of the
much as
game.
like One Punch Man or My Hero Academia.
Getting set to
And it's like,
inbound
I
the
get
ball.
the appeal of
Milton
those
makes his
shows.
first
I
appearance.
just don't really care for it. And yeah, I'll watch some absolute garbage
Timba
that I know
inbounds
is
the ball.
worse than
About
what
8.5
those shows
minutes
are,
left in
but
the half.
I don't know. I think it's
Milton
because I've watched a bunch of
backs
shows like
him
that
down.
that it's like, I
it
need
baseline.
something different and weird.
Hunt dumps it off.
There you go.
Timba
There you go.
lets it go. They rule
There you
this with
go.
goaltending. Count the shot.
Like, I've heard some things about the new season of SAO, and it's like I watched the first 2 seasons,
Launches
and I
one
watched the
from beyond
movie
the
when
arc.
it was in
It was
theaters,
nailed by Wooden.
and
They
I
cut
watched
it
a
to
little
1.
bit of the
Peñazola
side
brings it up the
story,
floor.
the
What a
spin-off.
pass.
Oh my God, he made it!
Shepard
I did
gets
not
the
mean
soft
for him to.
reverse
Why did he
layup.
pass it all the way down
They're
there
up
when there
by
was like
3.
2 other people he could have passed to? I guess it worked.
Passes to the baseline.
But yeah, like the new
Francis
season I
raises
haven't really
up.
gotten
Can't
into,
connect
even
on
though
the
that
quick
was the
shot.
exact thing they were teasing at the end of the movie. I don't know.
Peñazola.
Maybe it was something about the movie that I watched that I was like, there's just no,
Milton backs down.
like, okay. I was just like, I feel like there's a lot of loopholes that make this thing possible.
Knocks down the first one.
The South Carolina coach made some
The
changes
next
that
CW
could
season is
affect
something
their
through booking
chemistry a little
decisions.
bit.
Probably the next
I don't think
stream
these
because
guys have
I'm
played together
thinking
very
about.
often.
I wanted to start a little bit earlier than I
Gets the
did,
ball.
but since I don't have to work, I'll probably go
Kennedy
later.
inbounds the ball.
Because I imagine the people I usually hang out and play Magic the Gathering with on Tuesday nights are going to be just a bit busy tonight. That is my assumption, at least.
Milton gets the board
Not to
inside.
mention,
What a
fuck
good
the other
job
guys
on
for
the
being
defense
busy
to make
last
you think
week when
about
we
that
tried to
shot.
do it, and
They're
it was like
bringing the
me and
double
2
team.
other dudes
From 6 feet
playing.
away,
I was
went
okay
to the
with it. It
backboard,
wasn't all
but it
that
was
bad,
no
really.
good by
But
Milton. They're
yeah,
still
they
up
could
by
do
5.
without me for a week.
Kennedy
I have
gets
weaker
it on the
decks
low block.
anyway, so.
Conroy goes up. Timba
Shit.
wipes the
Hey,
board
got
off
it.
the window. Milton way up court.
Missing layups are going to get him a quick trip to the bench, Fern.
Come on.
Shepard
All right, go.
dumps
He's
it
there.
to
He's
the
there.
inside.
Oh!
The
All
Cyclones
right.
will retain possession.
Return to college hoops.
The Cyclones are making a few lineup changes.
Change the ticker up a little bit, mostly to make the text a little bit smaller
Zivanovic
and make it
inbounds
feel a
the
little
ball.
bit more like,
Left block
I
to
don't
the
know how to make
This
it feel
guy's a
like,
nose for the ball, no
like
matter
numbers,
where he is on the court.
like
Just an
digital number
exceptional shot
output
blocker.
things. I don't know. I was messing around with the
Dishes to the left.
18,000 fonts I
Kennedy.
have on my computer because I just have an entire folder dedicated. Because apparently a
Backs
font
in.
file is
Takes it up,
minuscule,
dunked in by
and
Kennedy. They're now behind by
when
3.
you go through a
Just over
shitload of
6 minutes
fonts
left
that
in the
you
half.
find
Scrucky
online,
throws it up,
oh.
off target from
I
16
knew
feet.
I shouldn't have
But
done
they're
that.
still up by 3.
Then you just end up like
Wooden has it outright.
then you end up just hoarding different fonts
Reese with the floater.
that either look nice or simple or weird and wacky or look like a copyright strike waiting to happen because it looks like something else.
Lay-in was good by Hunt.
I think just about any major game I happen to have a font that pretty much like that pretty much does exactly like that style of font. Let's continue the defense then. Shot selection was probably something I should have chose, but I think our defense is okay. Life and Times of Sharif and things.
South Carolina
it's probably at least a week ago I played that, so I have no idea what I've been
Tracy
doing.
has a report from their bench.
Coach was talking to his assistants a second ago about that very problem. He said he wants to collapse their defense into the paint and prevent the entry pass.
See, college hoops here, the games do matter. I'm making at least the home games matter. And recruiting is everything because I clearly after last season, like recruiting is a big thing because my team is not going to be really as good. Anything you post on the internet's a copyright strike waiting to happen. That's not untrue.
They're going to double team him.
I'm posting all this to YouTube. I feel like putting all my eggs into the YouTube basket in 2018 is possibly not the best of ideas.
Someone was rotating over to block that.
You can't lose concentration even for a second.
Go.
Right gets the board inside.
Do it again.
Didn't get that
But
rebound
make
by
it.
accident.
Oh, really?
Right
You're the
where to be.
three-point guy. The fuck?
They're still up by 5. Osborne swings it to the wing. Last tray off the mark by
Oh,
What an offensive rebound. He's doing work on the glass at both
man, I
ends.
really should have
They're set
done.
up in
Now I
unit.
know I really should have done.
right side.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Takes the shot. Misses the three.
Man,
That's a nice
can
look.
you fucking
They're still out
drain
front
one,
by 3.
please?
Skips it down
Please
low.
and thank you.
Leads him with the pass.
I know, like, they're kind of up in the way, but
This
holy
guy
shit,
could usually
dude.
finish in traffic, but the D was too good.
Here,
even for
can you
him
make
on
like
that one.
a? Can you make a?
Peñazola passes back to the right wing. Wooden gets the whistle for blocking, and that's his first foul.
Man, you
Gotta
couldn't even
establish
finish
position
that.
early if you're defending
You couldn't
Bird,
even
and he
finish
just
that
didn't
shit.
get to the spot.
The Cyclones are going to make some substitutions.
Yeah. I wouldn't say cut Patreon is
Kimba inbounds the ball.
the new monetization.
Zivanovic gets it left wing.
I would
Dumps it down low.
Ixnay on the
Kimba
Patreon
takes it up,
pay.
buries the teardrop layup. And they
I
now
don't
lead by
think
5.
I don't think so much about it being the new monetization platform.
The steal by
Oh,
Iowa
there we
State.
go.
The intercept.
Ah, damn it.
What
All right,
great
that's fine.
reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
The steal by South
Shit.
Carolina. The break is on.
I do need to set some picks. I need to set a lot of picks.
Osborne
A little bit of pick and roll, really.
has it
Yeah.
left block.
I need a little
About
bit. Of, I
3.5
need a little
minutes
pick and
left
roll
in
in
the
my
half.
life. Oh, god damn you! Ah, fuck it. Just go.
Scrocky passes it to the wing.
There we go. Boom.
To the paint. The lovely pass inside.
Perfect.
It's dumped home by Scrocky.
Perfect.
They push their lead to 5. Osborne.
Wow,
tosses
we
it
triple
up court.
teamed them, and it worked.
Inside.
Just too much contact there, Vern. You're not going to get away with it if you affect the shot that much.
I realized as I was there, I'm like, this isn't gonna be good. Until it
Misses the
was.
first.
Really?
The Gamecocks
That was
are
too
going to
late.
Shake things up a little bit with some subs. And he's going to come away. empty
Really?
from
Even
the
that was
line.
considered slightly late.
Backs
Thought that
down.
was pretty friggin'
Goes
early.
up. Laid in right over the D. Nice
Ugh,
touch by Scrocky.
can't handle him.
They're in front.
Can't handle him.
29-22. Francis hits it. They still trail by 5.
Damn,
Kimba
dude.
inbounds the ball.
I didn't mean to throw it that
Nevers
far to him,
hands it
but
off.
that's all right.
Scrocky backs
Scrocky
down.
has been a beast in the
To the
post.
quarter.
All right, can you
Shepard
make a
from
shot?
about
Oh, this is
19
a
feet.
different
Francis
ball
holds in
black
the
dude.
board.
Good job recognizing the shooter and affecting the shot.
No, wait, that one had hair.
Pulls
My
the
bad.
trigger. The three was off target by Francis.
Oh, the big fella with a tough rebound. No denying him on that
there
one.
we go. Can he do it? Can he do it? Nope. Okay.
Backs him down. Takes it up. Double clutches
The post game. Can't imagine an offense that isn't 4 out at this point. Yeah, dude. Everyone's a shooter these days. I like how that's even acknowledged in like NBA 2K19, where it's like you can't hardly even be a center anymore and just be a traditional like center. You gotta kind of learn how to shoot too.
No one around him. Timba hauls it in. That's his third rebound of the contest.
There you go.
Timba grabbed that rebound with his elbows
looking for a foul there that never came.
Knocked loose.
Oh, damn. Center almost picked his pocket. I mean, he did pretty much, but he got it back. Hopefully the Northern Iowa game goes a little bit nicer. This one's okay, but hopefully the Northern Iowa game, I end up beating them a little bit quicker than this, because this is... They want to make this competitive. Oh, look at how silky smooth that was. Look at how silky friggin' smooth that was. Hey, can I have games like Iowa State's been having in real life against shit teams? Just let it go. Just let it go.
The Gamecocks will make some substitutions.
I almost went to the Eastern Illinois game. Yeah, the Iowa State Eastern Illinois game. Kind of glad I didn't, because I think they won by like 48 or something. I think it was
left wing.
Something. Illinois. Oh God, that was ugly. All right, that's fine. I mean, it would have been nice to see Iowa State win, but like I went to the Omaha game, and I was like, man, they win by 20. They were consistently up by 28, like by the first half, and it's like,
things like this happen.
How's this season going compared to the last? Far better. At 4-1, potentially 5-1 after this. Yeah, I think we definitely have a set of guys that I enjoy. He had to quit college hoops. To be fair, I've always I've occasionally taken breaks just because just losing got to me.
Bounces it to the left.
The only time I've rage quit a game because I just was so mediocre at it, which is NCAA football 14, which I decided to pick back up again and then realize, oh yeah, that's right, I suck at football games. Why did I do this?
Nice little crossover. Milton gets
he was not fucking moving. Are you kidding me? He was not fucking moving. Let me look at this. Okay, let's look. Okay, he was. Never mind. But yeah, I've taken breaks from college hoops just because I was terrible at it. But yeah, I feel like after a while of doing that. Oh shit, get fucked.
37-27. How about the happenings in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll be in that position again. I think I've played enough at this point, and I've played enough seasons where it's like, I don't think I'm gonna regress in my skill unless I just stop playing this for 2 months and then come back and just try to get back into the swing of things.
Because that gives them a pretty inexperienced lineup out there.
You have better teams sim to the second half. That's the thing, is 20's always been my rule though. I don't feel I know I have the better team, but 20's always been my rule. But the way things have been going, that 20 is going to be hitting pretty quickly.
Let's go down to Tracy Wolfson, who has an update for us.
At halftime, they can't seem to. He felt it wouldn't be classy to run up the score.
To get much going on here.
I
don't think it's going to take more than a few minutes.
Coach told me that he wasn't going to play this next half.
As soon as I jumped up, I'm like, oh, this fucker's going to call me for goaltending. And I'm going to hate life. Here.
Back to you.
Thanks, Tracy.
Get it to the big man. He knows how to post move. Fuck it. Double team. Who gives a shit?
Can't get the jumper to goal.
Okay, the game gave a shit.
Lead by 12.
Mary Chrysler. Mary Chrysler to you too.
Francis, terrific.
It's actually funny because this is the first year I actually have a Chrysler now.
A superior effort to fight through the foul.
I had like a Chevy Impala for the longest time, and then it finally crapped out on me over the summer. And I have a Chrysler 200. I was gonna get like a. Here's the thing: when I went to go get a, I don't know if I talked much about my car buying experience a few months ago. I don't remember that, but.
16 points, and he is the
I was gonna get like a 2010 Honda Fit because the dealership that I went to is one that my stepmom has worked at for like 20 years. So I was like, okay, that's great. We can maybe get a little bit of help with some stuff, and it'd be nice because this is really the first time I went to a dealership to do all this. There you go.
He's shooting 75% for the game.
And I was going to get a 2010 Honda Fit, and then I realized my 6'4" body is not prone to getting into a Honda Fit. My knee rubbing up against the center console. Jesus, even Timba's getting in on it. But I still kind of wanted it because it was only like $10,000. It was like I think it was like a $10,000 car. And it had like 28,000 miles on it, and I was like, "Fuck!" I know it's not. I think if I got it, I'd have to like find a way to build something. Like I don't know who I'd have to talk to or who I could potentially work into building something to throw into the back, where I could add even like extensions onto the rails or something, so I could still sit in the car and not be. But yeah, I was gonna do that, and then I opted for the Chrysler 200 because once I sat in it, I was like, ooh, this is nice. This is something I wanna sit in. Chrysler just makes nice looking cars. At least recently now.
Hunt dumps it off.
Just nice looking interiors, and like. I want something like it's like man, it has a lot more miles on it, but it's something that I would like to drive around in. And it's a boat. I think I have to just accept at this point that the only things I could truly fit my frame into are basically boats of cars, like those like full size sedans. I can't do like a mid-sized vehicle. It's just not. It's not going to happen. I gotta have like a full 4-door like sedan.
Covington backs him down.
Oh, Covington. All right. Well, God damn it. God damn it, dude. Can't shoot the threes. Can't hit the posts. What can you do today besides just sit there with your thumb up your ass? Hey, Trey. Merry Christmas.
Good from downtown.
Ah.
He's shooting
my motorcycle save on gas. Do you know where I live? I mean, you can kind of surmise through the amount of Iowa shit that I've done on my channel. But when that snow hits, it's not a good idea to have a two-wheeled vehicle that has no, like, that has no... no extra area. I did actually look into what were they called? The Smart for Twos. It's like Smart and then for Two all in one word. If you want to see what type of car I was actively looking at, like, oh my God, like 7-8 months ago to potentially drive in, just Google it. They had some decently affordable ones too.
Well, he got there in time, but it looked like he was leaning when the contact occurred.
All right, where are we at? Come on. I think I might give it. I think I might break that 20 points just because I still got about 7 minutes left. There you go. All right, if I can get to 15 here soon, I think that'll be good because I got it'll be about 7 minutes left. I think if I can get to 15 around there. There you go. Let me just make a basket, and I think I'll consider myself pretty safe. Oh, that's a long one. Oh, get the rebound. You're right there. Just get it.
Got to exercise a little patience and move the ball around.
Pulls the trigger. The 11-footer was good by Remlo.
I probably can just do it, but
Covington takes it up.
I get so nervous because it is like my home record is at stake here with this.
South Carolina is really struggling.
On my home record, I don't want to blow my home record just because I'm like, I want to get 4 games in. I just think to myself, you know what? I don't gotta work tomorrow. Fuck it. If I'm here till at least midnight my time, which I probably am because I'm planning on doing 3 games. I want to try to get 3 different things in tonight. So that's gonna be something.
Backs him down.
There you go.
The shot was knocked down by Milton. South Carolina calls time.
You live in Milwaukee? I kind of wish, because then I can go to things in Chicago easily. But I think Des Moines not too bad for that stuff.
Getting set to inbound the ball.
Did I just see the? Did I just in the background? Oh my god! I don't think I can find a replay of that. Can I? I don't think the replay starts there. Can I see what happened during the timeout? I think I saw something. I want to see. Okay, I can. I'm pretty sure she almost fell. Yeah, I just saw something in the background. I was like, did that bitch almost fall in the background? Oh my god, I gotta get no. Oh, why should I care about? Yeah, focusing on like the cheerleaders. It looked like for a second, like, because you could see her go up, and then the other dude is like, oh shit, like she started falling back just a little bit, it looked like, and he was like, oh, I gotta catch her. All right.
Ramlow inbounds the ball. South Carolina may be switching things up a
Mr.
little
Grambling
bit.
part, you're from Louisiana.
Tracy Wilson has a report.
Oh, that's all right.
Tracy?
The Gamecocks.
There's going to be a lot of people
on their bench just now, Vern. They feel like they haven't been getting their shots off quick enough.
Like, oh man,
so look for them to really pick up the pace on these next few
what is
times
this?
up
Someone
the court.
playing college hoops in 2019?
Bounce pass, right wing, lets it go. Good from downtown.
There you go.
He's shooting 100% for the game.
Iowa, like
Under
many
6
boring
minutes
states,
left in the
nothing else
second
is known
half.
for its corn or wheat or potatoes. We don't do potatoes here. We do wheat, but our two things is corn and soybeans.
They'll give him the bucket.
Fuck, I knew that was going to happen. Idaho does potatoes. Iowa does corn. Ohio does drugs.
Leads him with the pass.
And LeBron James.
Sparky, the bucket is good, and he'll have a chance for one more.
All right, I think I'm good.
Tacks on the.
There we go. I'll just call it good. If I collapse here, oh man. Yeah, they brought it down to 8, but I ended up winning. Cool. All right. Let's see. Home record is now up to 29-4. Current streak up to 4 games. Last loss still hasn't come since March, but then again, it wasn't that far away. I think it was literally my last home game before this season started. So, all right, hopefully we can get up to 30-4 here. The O in Ohio is for opioids. Everyone grows soybeans. Yeah, that's a good point. But we're like one of the top ones at it, I think. The worst foods. It's weird. I like to eat a lot of corn, but not so much soybeans ever. I ain't no soy boy. Oh, there were these 3 or 4 guys that went wild for what's his fucking nuts that looks like a giant. He just looks like a giant bald penis on NXT. And he did a promo on Soy Boys before he got his ass stomped by Matt Riddle.
I'm Vern Lundquist here with Bill Raftery and Tracy
I
Wilson.
forget the dude's
Give us your
name.
take, Bill.
He was with Kona
It was a terrific
Reeves
matchup at the
for a
small
while.
forward
And
position.
I
Shepard is
can't.
on
If someone put his name out there, I'll remember. Just like a 7-foot-tall thumb. Hey, Jack, Merry Christmas. Baron Corbin got demoted to... No, I know Baron Corbin's name. And I wouldn't have called him penis-looking dude. someone who looks like a giant thumb. I would call him Captain Sad Stomach.
Lets it go.
Oh, that was awkward. Okay, he got it.
And they now go up by 2.
Did Duke recover yet, or are they still mad? They're recovering, but they're like an 83 overall. We are technically, statistically better than Duke. So if I get up 20 points at Duke, I could probably comfortably sim the game.
Bounces it down.
Anything?
No. Releases. Walcott.
Why did he spend so much time? Why did he spend so much time like getting his hand up here?
Strong mover.
Oh, Duke. Yeah, Coach K left. I mean, that was the catalyst of me, and that wasn't really the catalyst of me moving to Iowa State, but it was my top choice before Iowa State was Duke, because I was actually offered. I remember that because I did get a couple people being like, "You should move to Duke." I was like, "Oh man, I know people are going to be irritated about me not taking Coach K's. I'm the top candidate for Coach K's position." But yeah.
Shoots it.
I went to Iowa State.
The tray was missed by Floyd. That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked. But it was
I wonder if that'll eventually be like
so
number
tough to
one on
fault
the like
him.
list of
Stolen
biggest
by
mistakes
Northern
I've made
Iowa.
in college
Baker
hoops.
passes
Could
it
have
up
taken
court.
Coach K's place at Duke. Instead, I went to Iowa State.
Floyd catches it right wing. That last shot.
Season and a half behind.
That's a
in
great
this
shot.
stream.
His man
Hey,
didn't
if
give
you're in
much
the
room, though, but he was still
2017-2018
able to
season,
knock
you can just skip that whole thing. All that really mattered was the all that really mattered from that was the conference tournament that got me into the tournament somehow, despite the fact that I didn't even think I technically had a 500 record at the time, but I somehow managed to beat Texas and I think Kansas.
And he's going to come away empty.
What the
from
fuck?
line.
And then got through the NCAA tournament. Not far, but something.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter Tracy
Newark has the
Wilson,
best food.
who has some
I'm
info
probably
for
not wrong.
us.
Guys,
My
earlier
sister
today I
just
caught
got
up with
back.
Coach Wilson. He told me that they want to
York
use their
City.
quickness to their advantage. He said they couldn't think of another squad
Come
that
on.
could match their
Ah,
team speed.
God damn it.
And he wants
How
to
did
make
he
sure
box
that
him out
shows
so
tonight by
hard?
getting out on the break and showing how fast this game can be played. Guys,
Thank you, Tracy.
That's one of those weird things I'm having today, is because it's Christmas, there's nothing open, and because there's nothing open, I can't just use DoorDash for my food. Because I do groceries and I should do groceries, but sometimes I just don't feel like groceries. And then I do DoorDash and spend all my money getting food from restaurants. It really is a habit I need to break out of. I need to do this whole cooking at home thing.
Scrucky brings it up. Timba passes to the right side. Hunt from 6 feet away. He gets hammered, and he'll head to the strike.
How far in the tournament you get in the 17-18 season? I think I got eliminated in the Sweet 16.
Can't sink the first.
Oh,
Both
God.
teams
Why
are
is
going
my
to shake
shooting
things up a
so
little bit with some
awful in this
subs.
game? These last couple games, this set of games so far, my shooting has just been atrocious.
He's off on the second.
Nice
I
work by
gotta
the big
get used
fella
to
to
that.
get that rebound.
Thankfully, I can still hit layups and dunks because that's been kind of what's been saving me right
The
now.
steal by Iowa
There you go.
It's one-on-one.
No one on him.
Not a good entry pass, Fern.
Boom.
You can't force it in there.
I was about to say can't miss a dunk, but you can miss a dunk. And I don't know if I did it in this game or NBA 2K19. I know it's been done in real life if your name is Kwame Brown. Ugh. Are we getting pinball today? You missed the pinball.
Shepard backs him down.
I don't know. Did you? Were you? No, I don't think you were here for the pinball. You missed the
Milton picks
pinball.
it up, gets the go-ahead bucket. They're in front, 8-6.
I'm just waiting for one of the guys who was here for pinball to pipe up going, no more pinball!
Leads him
It was
with
like
the
me
pass.
and one other dude in chat just laughing it up as all the anti-weebs are just like, what the fuck? Why?
Milton backs in.
Why does this exist?
Got hammered down. And they lead by 2.
I should. I should do my 3 game. I should do my 3 different games that I want to play today, and then just 1 o'clock in the morning, instead of going to bed like a responsible adult, I should just play more pinball. Tired as hell, just being like, fuck it. I would have been up this time anyway if I was at my Magic the Gathering night. Might as well stay up till 2 in the morning and play pinball. Ah! I need to upload it. I did. It's up there. Peach Ball Senran Kagura one shot. I think it might be one of my most recent ones that I did. If it's not the most recent one, it's definitely like second or third. There we go. Some cursed shit. I think you would have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I might have to play it again. You know, I only got about 1/5 of the way through the story that I don't know how to read. But who needs story when you have plot? Inbounds the ball. Ah, I thought he had it. Walcott backs down. Nope, you're not making that. Nope. That had bad idea written all over it.
Dangerous pass. Timber. Denial.
You know, once again I should have known that as well.
Last shot missed by
there you go.
About 6.5 minutes.
It was rated E, right?
Milton. Backs in.
Of course.
Takes it up. Tremendous finish to
I think it was actually rated EC. Or no. I think that's I don't even think they do EC or ED anymore. I forget what it was, like early development or. I remember there used to be like there used to be, I don't know if that died with some of the other ESRB things, because I remember they used to have, they had E for everyone and then they like EC for young children, and that'd be like your, I wanted to pump fake, but I mean I'll take it. That was like your Sesame Street and all your different edutainment games that were harder games and more just teaching tools that kind of had some controls to it. I think like I don't know if anyone here is even old enough to remember the Jumpstart video games with the different grade levels. I had so many of those Jumpstart games. Left side. ED is the last thing I'd associate with a Senran Kagura game. You're not wrong. Girls in fursuits getting sexually harassed by bumping and spinning shit. Absolutely.
Double-digit lead. Beautiful rebound. Boxed his man out and never let him regain position.
From inside, almost got it to fall, and he'll go to the line to shoot.
Nothing like hitting those pinball paddles and bouncing a couple of boobs around. Finally warmed up to the cat girls.
He gets them both.
There we go.
Saw
different types of ass.
Called for timeout. He wants to make sure that
it was all human ass. It was just in different outfits. Someone was dressed like a cat. Some were dressed like a dog or a bear or a rabbit. You know, it's all okay.
Getting set to inbound the ball.
I'm young. What is a jump start? I even remember like the little jingles they had. I think my favorite was like Jumpstart Second Grade.
There's no question.
I think because it actually had like a football mini game in it or something. I remember I was like kind of bad at Jumpstart Third Grade because that's when it really started like ramping up the difficulty. Then again, I might have been playing it earlier than I normally would. I can't remember.
Byfield has it far side. The last shot missed from 3-point range. The Cyclone.
I think we also had Math Blaster.
Slow down, big
yeah, that was a thing. That was pretty good. I was pretty good at Math Blaster.
Northern Iowa calls time.
All right. Up by 13. We're getting there. had Math Blaster at school.
Dishes out left, but Jordan unloads.
They had, you know, what was interesting was my basketball loving self. They had a typing. That's probably how I got good at typing, was because they had a typing basketball game. They had a game where like they put up a shot and then you had to type up a sentence in order to make it. So me being a huge basketball fan, that was the game that I played. I forget what the game was called, but yeah, I was like, oh yeah, shoot up the basketball, type the sentence in order to make it. And I was like, yeah, I want to play that.
Floyd inbounds the ball. Aker catches it on the inside.
No. I thought I was still there.
He's got 7.
Damn it. The outside playing basketball didn't play games as much. To be fair, I was outside playing basketball a lot too. I just kind of stopped because I got into 7th grade. And I found out that our middle school, I don't know if our middle school was really interested in like cutting kids. I don't know. Like they started doing that in high school. It's like, listen, you can't have a bunch of teams and all that. But they had teams that went by grades. So like if you were, you know, top team, you were A, and it went down to B, C, D. It even went down to E and F. I'll give you 2 guesses as to which team I ended up on. I'll give you a hint. You can press it for my hopes and dreams of having a basketball career.
Gets the second to fall as well. Timba inbounds the ball.
Never brings it up the floor since 5th grade. I think I cared about it up until, I don't know. I used to be like an honor roll student when I up through junior high. I think maybe 8th grade I ended up failing a couple classes, but then I found a nice balance of like maintaining at least like a B average throughout most of my classes in high school, and then in classes that I knew I didn't need to give a shit in. God, dude, can you fucking make a shot? We were up by 13 at one point. What the fuck? God damn. They are just coming the fuck back. You guys need to like pull your heads out of your asses. Up by fucking 2 points. Shot selection, motherfuckers. Learn it.
Some substitutions.
God damn.
Calls time. Well, let's get back to the action.
Come on. Come on. Fucking really? Are you seriously? I couldn't icon pass to A? Fucking get that shit out of here.
Milton
I had it. Just fucking icon pass it. I don't know. God damn. I'm making some bad decisions here. Yeah, that's... You lose when you do pay attention. I know. To be fair, I was talking about other shit, and I was like,
down the first one.
I started losing my lead. I do tend to do better when I'm not paying attention to anything, when I'm just kind of going by whatever I feel like. If I'm not paying any attention at all to the game, that's when I tend to do my best.
And he'll have a chance for the 3-point play.
He's either got to foul hard or don't foul at all. You can't just give up easy 3-point plays.
Free throw's good, and we're all knotted up.
That's good. Because yeah, they tried to pretend like your high school grades. It's like you got to do well in high school, but like very quickly you learn on like your high school grades only mean dick when you're trying to get into a college. Then high school grades don't mean shit. And if you're not going to college, high school grades really don't mean shit, because all they really care, they don't care what your GPA was. Like I never went to a job where they were like, oh, you had a 2.8 GPA in high school and we're only looking for 3.0. No, they only care if you have the fucking diploma. Can I make a fucking shot? Can I defend a fucking shot? Can I do fucking anything today? Center, do your thing. See, look at that. Look, fucking go. Oh my God, everyone's fucking down there. Go. Make a shot. Jesus, fuck. I'm just going to get up in their face. Here, double team. Force them to do something stupid. Jesus Christ. Man, we cannot stop them. This is like playing the actual fucking Northern Iowa. Like, they play so far. They end up playing up to their competition all the fucking time. This really does feel like playing Northern Iowa. Where it's like, oh man, they do pretty shit when they have to face some people on their own level. But when they face people technically better than them, that's when they become basketball gods. Are you fucking shitting me right now?
That last shot, good by Strucky. He got a step on the D and worked it inside beautifully.
Why are we losing to such a shitty team? I mean, I guess they're not shitty because they're technically undefeated, but I bet you they didn't beat anybody significant to get to this point. God damn. I refuse to have this, like, I'm starting a nice little run here. I refuse to, like, let this run die to some horseshit. Join the army. How about the happenings in the first half, Bill?
I can't think of too much good to say about
this
game. So
at this point, at this day and age, like, I don't fucking know. Alright, who's doing good? Wow. Alright, well.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half. Bill Floyd
would not be denied. He was
solid performance.
It smells like the normal game you lose to and eat all the good teams. I feel like I know you changed it to beat, but I really do feel like
Coach Wilson has a new
that just eat them alive.
It's
a decent enough
chemistry. Let's see.
Way to say it.
Floyd inbounds it to start the second half.
Yeah, I don't have a list like that, so you're not really going to see a top 10 list out of me.
Floyd from long range.
I just like matches.
Gets the board inside.
Have a whole thing. Like, yep, it's this and this and this.
Well, at halftime, I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me his team.
Oh my God! Can you put a ball in the fucking hoop, please?
In the second half to make a comeback. Coach said that even though his starters had plenty of energy, he would still rotate in.
I don't know why
his
the
bench
fuck
players.
all of a sudden he just forgot how to be a
fatigue,
center.
But more of a method
Like,
of showing
listen,
different looks on offense. Guys?
All right, Tracy.
Just fucking
we'll see
do
if
it.
They can do that.
Let's fucking go.
Shoots the turnaround. Pulled in by Shepard.
If he made that, you'd probably see me just shit my pants in anger. There, look at the fucking. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. That pump fake did wonders right there. She's a giant panda versus Super Sasadanko machine. Dude, I showed a buddy of mine who's really not interested in wrestling at all, and he got a huge kick out of the fucking Danshoku Dino match at Peter Pan, where he's just like, what the fuck do you watch? Because I think he was talking about like WWE's, like, I'm just not interested in stuff like that. I'm like, would you be interested in something like this?
About 10.5 minutes left in the second half.
He's just like, what the fuck? Is this what you watch?
Catches it, top of the key.
I'm like, it's usually not to this extent.
It's gathered up by Timba.
The people versus Danshoku Dino's balls.
He pounced in
what?
and picked that one off.
What was that?
Milton is back in the game after a short rest.
Let me watch old WCW. Dude, I tried to get one of my friends into like Japanese wrestling. I'm like, dude, it's not hard. There's English. I don't know. He's very stubborn with what he watches because, like, he has the WWE Network and he's like, yeah, I'm just watching all the Raws from Attitude Era. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's cool. You wanna? I don't blame anyone who watches like a lot of TV and stuff as like their hobby, because it's not like my hobby's that much better. But I was just like, dude, because I don't know how many times I've told him to watch some fucking, because he's told me like what he likes and doesn't like, and I'm like, dude, just fucking watch. You don't even have to watch some like Dragon Gate bullshit or DDT or anything, but like if you watch New Japan, you're gonna get what you fucking want. It's gonna be great. Just you gotta dip your toe. I feel like he has to. I feel like what I have to do sometimes is just is do what one of my friends did to me that got me into anime, because he would tell me about a show. He's like, yeah, you should watch this. And then for like 2 months, I kind of like brushed off the whole thing. And then eventually I was like at his place and he was like, yeah, we're going to watch this. I'm like, okay. Like I was kind of willing to watch it, but yeah, it was one of those things where I literally just like, he literally just like sat me down. And he's like, while you're here, watch this. And I feel like that's what I got to do with him, maybe, is just sit him down and be like, listen, just fucking watch. You'll like what you see.
We'll bring out some reserves.
All you have to do is share your New Japan World password. What password?
Zola tosses it up court. Hunt skips it to the right wing. Top of the key. Beats it.
Is that bad? I didn't dribble. Why can't I move? Or did I dribble and not notice?
Tipped away.
Oh,
and it's picked up by Northern Iowa.
He was more worried about
see the Twin Gate 4-way match. I did not. I need to.
That's why you squeeze it, young
I get to fall behind on that shit because I'm not awake anymore to see the live shows.
Slides in with a
there you go.
He's
I refuse to lose to Northern Iowa in this regard.
Left in the second half.
That shot was pure cheese. Come on, force him back there, goddammit.
The double team. Porcher has it left side. Releases from 16 feet.
Okay,
Shepard
thank God.
corrals
I
the
needed
miss.
a nice miss.
Still a 2-point lead.
Turnovers are costly.
Timber
No.
Gets it middle. Hacked on the way up, and he'll
okay, got it. Come on, there you go.
And he makes the first.
Boom.
The Cyclones are making a few lineup changes.
Yeah, I need to see that shit.
He's off on the second.
Fuck.
Tosses it
Right.
up.
He's there. Dude, can you make a fucking shot today? This dude is not. Fucking Covington is just like, I don't know what the fuck he's got, but should I fucking bench him longer? Because he is just. He is not. He's supposed to be the 3-shot guy. He couldn't put a single 3 in the basket. And then when I try to get him up closer, he still can't put it down. I don't know what to do with him.
Backs in, goes up. These fans are loving it.
Okay. That felt like a weird use of physics right there, but I'm not going to argue with it.
Coach Rocafort is going to let his team have it.
Ball movement.
He just
I
can't be
know.
happy
You need to
with
pass
the run
more.
that they've had just now.
I just get anxious. Shot selection still.
Well,
though.
let's get back to the action.
And picks. I need to do more pick and rolls, and I need to do more passing. It's kind of like in football where I know exactly what I'm doing wrong, and it's hard to get out of the bad habits to fix it.
Bounces it to the left side. Porcher fires off the mark.
There you go.
Thanks to the
There you
tight
go.
lead. Peñazola way up court.
And maybe not throw the ball that far. There you go.
They take a 6-point lead.
That was
Student
nice.
section sounds pretty excited for her. I think they like what they're seeing.
You know exactly where you are when you hear that sound.
By the way,
These fans are wild.
anyone who is here but isn't chatting, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to you guys as well. I'm glad y'all are coming out here. I know it's like Christmas night, so pretty much all the family shit's done, but I don't know, I'm still kind of surprised just because of the holiday and everything that there's, several people
Hunt
here.
dumps it off. Dicey pass.
Ball sacks.
He was trying to thread the needle, Vern. There just wasn't enough
That was
space for that pass.
That was some stupidity on my part. Wow.
From deep.
No, why would I expect them to actually be able to
That's his
rebound?
fourth rebound thus far. They gotta find a way to
He's
stop
got
this
it.
onslaught.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
And they don't seem to have one right now.
There you
They
go.
rule this one goaltending.
Goaltend,
Count the
motherfucker.
shot. The Cyclones
All
are
right.
making substitutions.
When does the new TEW come out? From what he said, is he set to do, what is it, summer 2020? So a year and a half from now. But if things go well, he might be able to do it by Christmas 2019. So a year from now.
Iowa State is
Yeah,
shooting
either
itself
late
in the
next
foot
year
with
or
all
mid
the
2020.
turnovers. Tracy has something for us.
Coach Wilson is not sugarcoating the issue. He told his assistants our fundamentals
there you go.
abysmal.
You can make this, right? And one.
It's
a long time, yeah.
All right, Tracy.
But at least I know it's like, oh yeah, but you know, it's the idea. The idea is kind of nice of the fact that there's going to be like a year's worth of developer journal stuff to tell us about all the new stuff. And it gives me plenty of time to potentially like make a video about what could go into it, what I think should go into it, which isn't a whole hell of a lot, honestly. I think they've talked about a reworking of Japan, which is nice. I think the idea of having like a rotating roster would be nice. I don't know how that would work exactly. I think you should be. Can we discuss developer journals in this chat? Sure, why not? I don't care. I'd like to see the ability to do a month's worth of tapings, so you can technically do a TV show, but only have to do one show a month, and then maybe a pay-per-view. It'd be nice for smaller companies that can't afford to do more than a couple shows a month, because then you could still. Yeah, the full regions, dude. I'm already like one of those. I'm already in a state of like wanting to do India. I'm just like, dude, I'm set for fucking India, man. We got another place we can start touring.
Passes back to the corner. Beats it to the corner. Floyd shoots the three.
I thought for sure we were gonna have China.
18 points.
I thought China for sure was gonna be one thing that would be in there. I guess it's not all that big though.
Dishes to the right. Never gets
like I could see like I don't know like Shanghai, Hong Kong.
Finishes with the soft touch.
I don't know. It's all right.
And he leads his team in scoring. Northern Iowa is really struggling.
He's been pushing India so hard.
Aline unloads.
I hope that the
I tell him to take it again if he gets the same
what is it?
Catches it inside.
Oh shit.
Sizing up his
that a lot of the real life mods. I wanted to pump fake, motherfucker. I hope a lot of the real life mods are like true to life, where like I can imagine somebody like a Heath Slater being like maybe 50 overall in America, but he's like an 80 overall in India, just because like every WWE superstar is just fucking super over there. How is that a block? It was on its way down. Blocks that aren't blocks and goaltends that aren't goaltends, you motherfuckers.
Backs him down. Floyd goes up, gets whistled for a foul, and the bucket is
good.
You
son of a bitch.
One more. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
All right, I can't destroy this. But yeah, I feel like I guess you technically could maybe in the game do it, but I want the idea of having like a weekly TV show.
Inbounds the ball.
The idea of a weekly TV show that you can tape weeks in advance, you know, would be okay. The idea also that the idea that has always been floating around my head that I feel like TEW never got and should in the new one is the idea of like being able to book stars for like I think they just say something about like the new contract styles or something. Oh, there was something. No, it was shows. It was different types of shows. Like you put on a different type of show. But what I think they should have is they should have the ability to, like, if you pre-book someone and say so-and-so is going to be there, it can draw more people to your little show. Can you fucking get a basket?
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane.
But yeah, I think like the ability to have an indie show that would normally draw like 50 people could draw 200 or 300 if you have if you announce like Rey Mysterio is going to be on the show. Can you hold a fucking ball in your hand? All right, I need to do pick and rolls. I need to do pick and rolls and fucking passing and just like not shit the bed here. Let's not shit the bed. Let's do that. Can we do that? Let's not shit the bed. Oh, can you pick and roll properly, you motherfucker? Do it again, but do it properly. There you go.
He's got 20. 1:46 left in the game.
I get angry at this game. It's because I love it. I get angry because I love it. What a shit game we've had that we might somehow actually end up winning for one reason or another. We barely deserve this win. Just the consistency levels of these guys have just not been up to par. And realistically, I think a lot of it's my playing too. And the fact that for some reason he just tried to lay up into the bottom of the rim. Oh my God! Do you know what passing is? You know how passing works, right? Okay, get the pick. Okay, yeah, that's not. There you go.
Leads him with the pass.
There you go.
Slams it through. Going right at the little
fella. About the little Master Jimmer for
This is a crucial possession. Skips it to the top of the key. Aker fires.
Average or old NBA players, but yeah.
Shepard inbounds the ball.
Isn't it one of those things where like Jimmer Fredette really just didn't really get that much of a good shake in the NBA for one reason or another? I think it's because he was also like, I think it's like the Tim Tebow effect is that he was kind of hyped quite a bit from what I'd seen too.
Vern, I think it's safe to say they're going to be chalking this one up in the win column. They can't waste any time here, Vern. They've got to get right into their offense.
Yeah, I want to see guys who wouldn't be so highly over. Like Roman Reigns will be like an 85 in America, maybe even a 90, but he'll be a 100 in India.
Too late to save the game. Fouling isn't going to do them any good anymore.
He's a little lazy as well. Okay.
They're going to double team him.
I need to go to an Iowa Wolves game. I need to go to an actual G League game. It's not hard. When's their next home game? Maybe I should figure that out. Saturday's an Iowa Wild game. So I've got hockey covered next week. When's the next here? Let me see. Wolves, I'm not doing anything but just making sure I don't lose the basketball.
Aker now has 4 fouls. The foul stops the clock, which is just what the
this doesn't help. It tells me the next game, but it doesn't tell me the...
Very smart play.
Yeah. There we go.
Hunt passes it up court.
There you go.
There's a whistle.
What do we got for December? 27th and 28th. Oh, so both Thursday and Friday. No, those are home games. Okay. So we got 2 Wolves basketball games on Thursday and Friday, and then a Wild hockey game on Saturday. That could be a litany of sports to do over the course of 3 days if I want to.
62-57.
Jimmy put up 41 points and 16 for 40 shooting. Jesus, 40 shots? I mean, also 16 for 40 is not the greatest.
With today's version of the Pontiac
Roman retired in the next game because he has leukemia, or someone will put in like a leukemia injury that keeps him out for like a year or 2.
In a pressure-filled game like this one, it all comes down to who can hit the big
Marbury
shots.
also went to China. Marbury seems like the kind of guy who probably could have stayed here and played for like Big 3.
Tracy Wolfson and Bill Raff.
Leukemia event. Some guy who's gonna try to be a funny motherfucker is gonna make like a Roman Reigns memorial event just to try to be funny. Okay, I fucked up. There we go. 30-4 with a 5-game win streak. That did not go as planned, but that's fine. Shanghai Sharks. Yeah, 16 for 40 in the preseason, so yeah, he's had his fair shake. Yeah, it's a very good point. Hey, do I get to sign? Are guys actually going to sign for me so I don't have to deal with too much of that shit this season? All right. Really? Oh, okay, yeah. I think he was like the #1 guy, so I wasn't putting all my eggs in that basket. For good reason. UNC, you know what? I don't blame you, buddy. I do not blame you. Yeah, he's probably going to sign with somebody here. I would like to see how close I got. I forget. That's all right. Remove him from the target list, and then we're going to reshuffle it. Put the target notes back where they were. All right, so we got our seniors. We got our juniors coming up as well. Thankfully, we still have this dude that from Cameroon that we were looking at. And this dude is pretty much going to sign with us. And this dude is pretty much going to sign with us. So, not too bad. We've pretty much gotten all our ducks in a row as far as that's concerned. So we can just do that. I'll make the phone calls to some of the bigger talent that I want to bring in. And then I can do an email. He can phone. He can request the game tape. Email. Phone. And that's it. Alright. When are you doing a leukemia storyline in Hawkeye Pro? Oh, dude. Can you imagine if I did that shit? Alright, so we'll see what I can get out of these juniors. What's it looking like against these juniors? All right, 2, 1. All right, the 3-star guys are nice, but the 4-star guys and the 5-star guys are ones I'd like to try to get in. Being number 2 here behind Stanford of all people is good. 4-star, number 1, a 6'7" center, by the way. I don't know why I have him. I should probably, you know what? I'm gonna remove him. Because I'll just get a fresh set of juniors, I think, next year that I'll be more interested in. A 6'7" center does not sound like a fun and exciting time. I have to imagine, because you can just wait till I do it. Alright, so hopefully I don't fuck these games up here. Here's a nice win. And there's a nice... Ooh, that was a close win. That was a close one. Alright, so we got Penn State. Violent J, attorney at law, gets leukemia. His vengeful buddy Shaggy 2-Year-Old gets jealous and ruins the charity fundraiser. The young vets take sides and break up. Is it even possible to get 5 stars in Iowa? Wow. Yeah, 6'7" is way too small to be a center. Let's see here. Targets. Alright, let's... You know what? I'm gonna let me be the phone call guy. The other guy will be the backup. By the way, yeah, we definitely got these dudes. Oh, we're the only one for him. And yeah, I think now that we've officially kind of got him signed on and offered him a scholarship, he's pretty much there. Which, honestly, if we can fill all 3 of those scholarships pretty quickly and have them maxed out by the end of the season, that makes my off season so easy, because the guys I've been working on are the guys I'm going to have. That's kind of what happened this past season with guys, is I had pretty much already gotten my everything settled as far as that was concerned, and then all I had to really worry about were juniors. So realistically, if that happens here too, I can max out all these guys, just sign all 3 of them first week, spend the rest of my off season trying to get juniors interested for next year. I'm pretty sure you're 5'6", 5'5", 5'5", 5'6", playing power forward center in high school. I think I was like 6'1" in junior high, 6'2" maybe. I didn't grow too much more. But yeah, up to 6'4" now. Hey Jackson, what's up? All right, Penn State game. Hopefully we're a little bit more aligned this time. Our team unity's a little bit nicer. Were you the starter for 3 years? Yeah, I was not. That's how you know you're not going to be a pro basketball player.
Get ready for college hoops.
When you're on the worst team in your junior high and you're the backup and you're a bench player. Like, you're not even when I'm not even the starter and I'm the bench player, it's like, yeah, this isn't going to work out How much did you suck to be a 6'1" high schooler on the 6'1" high school on the F team? It was actually junior high, because by the time high school came around, I knew I sucked. But I don't know. I just wasn't good. Uncoordinated. Didn't practice.
Iowa State wins the tip-off, and the game is underway.
They're starting this one off with minute.
The game's first basket was made by Timbo.
It really sucked to be varsity with that height.
2-0.
I mean, once you get into high school, then it's a lot easier to not get there. But yeah, I didn't even try in high school because I was just,
Launches one from
I just did
beyond the
other
arc.
stuff.
It drops. They now lead by 1. Leads him in, takes it up.
But yeah, I was facing like 7th graders. I remember a couple of games I was facing 7th grade centers who were like even a couple inches taller than me. And like I felt weird because they had already hit puberty. So it's like I'm not used to dealing with dudes with armpit hair. I was 12. I'm not used to dealing with facing dudes in basketball with armpit hair.
Thank you, Tracy.
That's not me.
But that one gave him room to get it off.
Mainly because they prefer the long three over him driving it in.
Hunt backs in. The steal by Duke.
The intercept. What great reflexes. He pounced in and picked that one off easily.
That will
Come on. Oh, God. Oh, yay, finally. Something that went our way with that. A basket interference or a goaltending that went our way. I mean, yeah, they got some goaltending calls, but they weren't like slightly more bullshit goaltending calls like ours were. They had like true blue goaltending.
Nails the jump shot. They're up by
Like
3.
true that's like, yeah, that's clearly goaltending, but like that one might have been slightly more bullshit on the basket interference. I'm just glad it happened to them for once. See, now that I've kind of nearly shit the bed against Northern Iowa, now I'm just going to destroy Penn State. Just wait.
The defensive board.
That's how this is going to work out.
Left in the half.
Penn State as a basketball team.
Rebound hard. Great work.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. All you ever hear about is a football team.
And they now go up by 5.
I'll just end it there. I don't have to talk about anything else.
Misses the long one.
Nice
Oh my
work by the
God!
big fella to
Really?
get that rebound.
Was I pretty dead on with that
The
too?
shot from beyond the arc was no good by Shepard.
He had a symbol that made me think he could shoot.
Out left. Locklear
Question: why is the center being the one to guard the point guard? Also, other question: why is our point guard so bad that they couldn't make a wide open shot?
Backs down. Dishes to the wing. Scrucky.
Go, he's got it. He's got it.
Timba didn't get that rebound by accident. He
There you
knew
go.
right where to be.
That's 8 unanswered points.
Oh man, he just
The Penn State
zipped on between them.
let his team have it. He just can't be happy.
Shot selection. Let's make sure our shot selection is
The
pretty
Cyclones
good.
will bring out some reserves.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting tired. I forgot that there is a gas station. There are gas stations open on Christmas Eve. You know, that makes a lot of sense, too. Probably could have gotten some gas station food. It just doesn't sound good, but we've actually got a gas station here that they're considered a convenience store. Like, I know, like, convenient. When you still think of convenience stores, you think of, like, shitty gas stations, but we got one whose their whole thing is pizza. Like, they actually, like, they have, like, a whole... They have an area where like half of their shit is like the pizza area, and they do some good ass pizza. It's good enough and popular enough around here that they actually made a spin-off of like, I guess not a spin-off, but yeah, they did like a side business which is literally just their pizza. They have a few places, not a ton of them, but they have like the regular gas station stuff, but then their actual pizza is because it's actual pizza. Like, it's not just shitty gas station pizza. Like, it's actual shit. They'll deliver it for you too if you want. Like, yeah, but like it's actually good enough and popular enough that it spawned its own thing of like just a spare, like in a strip mall area. It's like here's just a pizza place. sell crawfish, and their chicken is better than Popeyes and KFC.
Penn State.
Yeah, we've got a.
And Tracy has a report.
So now I wish Daredevil was here, because I know he would know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, we have a supermarket that started doing gas station stuff, but they do enough stuff there where the supermarket, makes a lot of, fresh food and all that. They do like a bunch of different like little areas of like, Chinese or sushi or pizza and stuff like that. And then what they'll do is they'll like box that stuff up into like, earlier in the day, they'll like box that stuff up into like a takeout thing and just go across the street, because those gas stations those specifically branded gas stations are only supermarket ones. Like, they're just across the parking lot. So you're still getting the food from the supermarket technically. It's just being sold through the gas station. So it's one of the few times that you wouldn't feel terrible about getting like gas station sushi, because it's like, it was actually made in their little sushi area where they actually make it. It's not just some weird thing that they trucked in from another state and it's going to taste like awfulness. Like, they just made it right across the parking lot in their actual sushi making area. Come on. There you go.
Inside. Scrucky raises up, connects inside the key.
You think a convenience store could play Japanese ladies in strong, beautiful handsy boys and plushies?
High post. Unload.
Those Japanese things except for vending machines.
Timber.
That's one thing. I know I'm considered a weeb, which I don't ever call myself a weeb because I don't want to be Japanese, and I don't. It's there's a lot of things about Japanese culture where it's like, I'll just be a rude American, a rude, loud American. I'm much more happy like that. But one thing I wish they could adopt here is the idea of vending machines all over the friggin' place.
Billings gets it outright.
Just because that is like my life.
Got it.
Really?
By 18.
Can't make a three when you're wide open, but god damn it, when I'm actually putting some defense on, you can sink that Kobe shot like there's no tomorrow.
The Nittany Lions will take a timeout. They're getting set to
we're up by 20. Let me give it a little bit first, because usually if I'm up by 20 before the end of the first half, I usually at least try to play out the first half, because any fucking thing can happen at that point. But right wing. Yeah, we'll see if I can continue my ways here and get up by like 30. Then I'll just be done. I won't even worry about waiting until the end of the first half.
He's got 8.
It isn't about becoming Japanese, it's consuming Japanese products cheaply made for stupid Americans. But like the thing I've seen about it, but I think that's an otaku. Like, I feel like there's a difference between an otaku and a weeb. An otaku is a nerd for specific things. And, sometimes it's in that case like anime or something.
Stolen by Locklear.
Why not 21? What happened? But like usually when I'm up by 20, before the end of the half, I at least play out the end of the half.
The shot down low. The offensive rebound.
If it happens at any time in the second half, I'm done. If it happens in the first half, I usually like to at least play out the first half.
Foul shot is good for a 3-point play. Gord.
I need to start thinking about because even though it's like 6 or 7 months out, I need to start thinking about what I want to do for a panel. Speaking of anime, because I want to do a panel on Japanese wrestling, because they had a dude who did a panel on New Japan, and I was like looking at his panel, and I was like, yeah, I can do this shit. This is easy enough. Weebs hang together, otakus stay on. The realization.
From about 19 feet, snatched by Scrucky. Right around 4 minutes left in the half.
But yeah, there's a dude who's talking about New Japan in a panel, and I know I've talked about that. But yeah, I went to another one where they were talking about Evangelion, and it felt like the most low effort shit for a panel. It was one of those things where I'm literally like, yeah, I could do this. I could do a panel on this because I'm knowledgeable enough and can make it interesting enough to fill an hour about Japanese wrestling. Not just New Japan.
Gets the board inside.
The defense was
I saw a conversation where people were talking about Stardom doing a show in New York City on WrestleMania weekend. And they're like, man, they should put Stardom people in New Japan. I saw someone who was complaining about that. It was like real Joshi fans would want them to get paid and want them to be able to work on a bigger stage, and it's like, dude, they kind of already do. How about instead of making New Japan, because they're like, yeah, everyone's saying that New Japan would kill the Joshi companies. You don't want your favorite women wrestlers to make money and be on a bigger stage. It's like, no, they already don't utilize their whole fucking roster to begin with. I was annoyed because I saw someone who was like, they were just like, it's like you don't want them to actually succeed. It's like, how about you just support the actual company they work for? How about you just support that shit? It annoyed the shit out of me for like all day the other day because I was like, dude, why the fuck are we having this discussion? Why the fuck am I reading this discussion about this? Even Stardom says they would just want to be their own company and do their own shit. Learn about Japanese wrestling in big letters. The subtext being please. Wow. You've been hearing about that shit the entire weekend? Really? I heard it for like a little bit, but it annoyed me. But then I kind of stopped hearing about it.
147 left in the first.
But yeah, it's like fuck. You know these Joshi companies have like New Japan World style like services you can subscribe to and give them money. But yeah, because I know there are a lot of people. Sorry, once again, I don't want to bring it up because it's like, you know, you don't want me to bring it up.
Tell a story how this game is played out.
It just annoyed me because I was just like, fuck, dude, that's just the way things work here. Okay, come on. Come on. You got it? Has he got it? What are we doing?
Mikalauskis inbounds the ball. Zivanovic takes it up.
There we
gets
go.
The finger roll to fall. He's got two.
Scam people for gold like Jeff Jarrett until you have enough money to start your own Joshi promotion. But yeah, they're like, oh man, I bet if WWE does NXT Japan, you wouldn't be complaining about it. It's like, dude, I already don't agree with NXT UK because I think it's stupid because they already have enough. They already partner up with like 2 different companies in the UK anyway. I mean, if you consider, you know, ICW considered part of the UK. But yeah, I was like, I don't even already agree with that shit because it already kind of, you know, fucks with people and their schedules. I don't want an NXT Japan. And I wouldn't agree with them doing shit like that if they do it.
All right, Tracy.
You want NXT Japan now? I'm good. I'm good with what they're doing already. They don't need to be.
But they're still down.
Like, who the fuck are they going to take?
20 seconds left in the first half. Diggs puts it up, knocks it down.
There you go. 50-12. Look at that. We're getting to the end of the half now. I wonder if I can make it a 30-point game before the end of the half. Hey, there you go. Ah, oh, damn it. That was my chance. Wow.
First half comes to an end with the score 50-15.
Shingo Takagi for NXT.
Give us your opinion on the first half, Bill.
If we don't see some improvement soon, this could be
3 for 5. They went 3 for 12. Jesus, look at all the 19 rebounds compared to their 3. All right, yep, time to send the second half. I want to at least get to the. I want to at least get into the game so I can see the scoreboard when we get to that point. Come on.
The second half.
Give me my scoreboard, thank you, so I can see where we land. 82-40. Holy shit. Won by 42 points against Penn State. All right, cool. Puts us up to 31-4 with a streak of 6. And I guess that means we're playing Duke. NXT UK is funny, though, because Progress can die now at any time. It's all the fans. I heard that thing has been booked like shit. I don't watch Progress, really. I've seen very little Progress, but I've heard that it's been booked like ass. Wow, we're technically better than Duke. Interesting. Merry Christmas. Yeah, NXT's a low-key way.
Get ready for college hoops.
It's a sign time. I know that's what they're fucking doing.
Go up against the Iowa State Cyclones. This should be a whale of a game. Hi there, everyone. We're here at Hilton Coliseum. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wilson. Give us your take, Bill.
I'll really be...
Let's see here. There we go. But yeah, because I had the idea in my head of people being like, "Yo, if you don't like if New Japan isn't your thing, you could totally do Dragon Gate or DDT."
Shepard puts it up.
The idea of doing a panel where I could actually like try to info dump people on DDT and the fact like you see this sex doll or this inflatable doll. Yeah, that thing's considered a wrestler.
Instead, he'll go to the line.
This ladder, the picture of this ladder here, that was a champion at one point.
Knocks down the first one.
My entire DDT slide will just be a screenshot of Dan Shoku Dino's bare ass while he's just trying to hold his balls in his hand.
Backs in.
It's the best. That's the best way to market DDT.
Just missed it.
Get in.
But he'll go to the line for 2. He misses the first.
Yeah, balls. UK lost like 75 to 85% of their talent. Yeah, any like UK talent I can think of that'd be like, oh yeah, well at least they have this guy. Like, no, they got signed. Well, how about this guy? They got signed. And like people are like, man, I'd love to see Jimmy Havoc wrestle there, and it's like, fuck, dude, they're not gonna have anybody left.
The last shot missed from 3-point range.
Oh, the big fella with a tough rebound.
Not to mention, what the fuck is Jimmy Havoc gonna do there? Do you think he's gonna pull off even half the shit that he's known for?
He attacked it with everything he had, but it still wasn't enough.
Good defense, not letting him jam it home.
Passes left side. Gale takes it up. Catches the nice lead pass in stride and hits the layup. And it's all knotted up. Hunt dishes it to the paint. The steal by Duke.
That wasn't.
Didn't Haskins get signed?
See that one coming before he
was it someone else that I'm thinking of?
18-footer was off the mark by Cool. Great pass.
Then Nizola did a good job to grab.
Oh, what a fucking Kwame Brown level fuckery you just pulled, you son of a bitch.
Marshall.
I should bench you just for that.
Snatches the rebound.
Just for that, I should bench your ass.
You want another shot with that much space? He knows he can make it.
There you go. There you go. You're right underneath the hoop. Just put it in there.
They're in front, 5-3.
You don't support Progress. I forgot. Is that something they actually said? Because yeah, like Progress, like having a deal with WWE is not very punk rock, is it? I love that. They're like, we're punk rock wrestling. By the way, we're partnered with WWE. It's like, do you know how punk rock works?
Skip pass, high post.
Have you ever heard of selling out to the man? Because that's a thing in punk rock, and I think you just did that.
Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Substitution recorded.
Haskins signed exclusive with ROH. Okay, it's like I remember seeing him signed with somebody.
Inbounds the ball.
I couldn't remember who.
Has it on the free throw line.
Just put it in.
Nifty reverse on the
hey,
line.
you made a shot. Congratulations.
They increase their lead to 4. Now let's check in with the third member of our
Pop
team,
Punk
Tracy
Wrestling.
Wilson.
There you go. They are the Green Day without all that popularity.
But said, as creative as they are with the ball, I think we can be just as inventive defensively.
My cable's shitting out on me. God, hang on. As I try not to slam my arm into the microphone too much. Ah, shit. I accidentally hit a number as well. It accidentally changed to a channel. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Ooh, almost.
Thank you, Tracy.
Look at the D. What a great job
Greatest.
bothering them underneath. That stop might boost their confidence.
One of the few athletes impressive enough to wow Michael Jordan.
Releases.
Right. Kwame Brown was one of those guys.
He's got 2.
The Atari's best known as a
About
cover
8.5
for
minutes
singer
left in
beating
the
their
half.
drummer.
Milton. Backs
Come
him
on,
down.
come on. There you go.
The bank shot won't fall. Still a 2-point lead. Leads him with the pass. Kicks it out to the wing. Misfired on that last 3. By
Ooh.
with
Ooh, that's gotta
he
hurt.
Still couldn't convert.
At least we both got a
Sometimes
little
you
bit of
can be
fuckery on
too
that one.
wide open.
Lead pass to the middle. Covington.
There you
buries
go.
the short
There you
range
go.
jumper. And they now lead by 4.
That tweet is funny. All right, I need to see that tweet. If I can
Cool.
put my mouse over it.
Nice little crossover. Shoots.
Progress being bought out would be
$1 million
hilarious to be
fake
sure.
and a
Don't play
5-cent
cards
shot
certain
by
but the idea of
Stevens.
progress and
Simple
nostalgia is
conversion,
continuously
and somehow it
acceptable.
doesn't fall.
Fat Jimmy
Those are
Havoc
the
running
kind
the
of
progress
shots that will
equivalent of
haunt
House
you
of
for a
Hardcore in
while.
15 years will own. Yeah, I gotta admit, that would be funny as hell.
Takes the shot.
That's how to finish
Fat
the
Jimmy
loop.
Havoc
Take it up
running the
strong.
progress equivalent of House of Hardcore. I hope he calls it like regress, just to be funny. Let's do shot selection.
Well, let's get back to the action. Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
Monte Morris is
Gale
playing well in
inbounds the
Denver.
ball.
Oh shit, Monte
There's no
Morris is.
question what kind of defense they're in, Vern.
I didn't know. Is he actually on an NBA squad?
Gale backs down.
I forget if Niang and
Right around
last
7
I knew,
minutes left in the
Niang,
half.
like they got called up
Dumps
for a
it
little
down
bit.
low.
I don't know if him and Naz Long
Never
ended up on the actual Utah squad or if they're
Skips it
still
to the
back down in G
inside.
League or not.
takes it up. Made by Starkey.
But good for Monte Morris
They've now
if he's
scored
actually
13
playing for
unanswered
like
points.
Denver.
Gale catches it in the paint.
Nah, come
Goes
on.
up. Spike down.
Hey, suck it.
Merchant.
I'd
Marshall
forgotten for a
tosses
bit
it
that
up.
Monte Morris was
Good
actually
from
drafted.
downtown. They're now
Niang
down
is
by
booty,
5.
but Morris has been
Peñazola
playing really
brings it
well
up
this
the
year,
floor.
which is funny because Niang was like the
Backs
bomb
him
during
down
college.
with the teardrop.
But then again,
Laid
so was
up and in
Christian
by
Laettner.
Starkey.
So
And they go up by 7.
Niang did pretty well, I think, in the G League. Maybe once he actually got called up, he didn't do well. I remember
Marshall
seeing some of his
bounces it to the
stat
right.
lines. I saw like a 13-point game, and I'm like, oh shit,
it to the left
13
wing.
points in a NBA game, even though it was
Swings it to
preseason.
the
And I
wing.
saw like some of the other games surrounding it,
20-footer
and
was
I'm like,
off
oh
by
god.
Marshall. Right around 6
Yeah,
minutes
that
left in
1
the
for
half.
6
Then he's
shooting
got
isn't
his
going
shot, Vern.
to
They've
help
got to
your
get a better look
cause.
than that.
Strucky backs in. Covington catches it. Left wing.
There you go.
Last shot netted
There
for
you
3.
go.
Covington knocking down
Slowly
all
overweight
these
for like
shots
a
is
back
going to
down
help this
into
team
the college
immensely,
kid.
just in terms of confidence, Vern.
Yeah, you're not completely wrong.
Floyd passes it up court. Duke calls time. Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Yeah, I remember he did all right in like one preseason game, and then the rest of it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not too. That's
Mason
not helpful.
inbounds the ball. Merchant takes it up. Scores off the inbound pass. But they still trail
Naz
by
Long.
8.
I actually was surprised to know that Naz Long
Dumps it
ended up
inside,
getting
and
like
it's scooped up
signed
by
onto
Cool.
a team as
Not a
well.
good entry
Because
pass,
I remember
Vern.
he
You
was
just
like
can't force
okay,
it
but
in
he was
there.
really just a shooter.
Merchant
That was about it.
hands it off. Backs down. They're going to double team him.
Didn't even reach the
Unload.
CPU's hand.
The three was drained by Cooper. They narrow it to 5.
Oh yeah, it's good to see Monte Morris on there. You know, that's good. Lord knows after Royce White,
post.
Iowa State could use some guys
Never
who are like
passes to the left
semi-successful.
wing. Baseline.
Like, yeah, who are some of the guys that come out of Iowa State? Jeff Hornacek, Jamal Tinsley, I guess.
And
then we had that Royce White guy.
Tons of
Yang
steals
still in the
for a
Jazz.
big
That's
man.
fine. I mean, you never know how things are
Reads the
going.
situation, which allows him the opportunity to snatch the
Still
ball cleanly.
be a thing.
That's a big asset.
Cool goes up, knocks down the first one.
Pretty sure Royce White didn't get re-signed by his Canadian basketball team. Even though he was MVP.
Goes up. He gets the second to fall as well.
I didn't even know there was like a
Milton
Canadian
inbounds the
basketball
ball.
league.
About
I guess it
4.5
makes
minutes
sense.
left in the half.
But yeah, I remember seeing like the attendances for some of those games, and I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Beats
this
it
is
to the left
basically
side.
like.
Milton
I think
catches
I've seen
it
G
baseline.
League games with better
Bounce
attendance
pass
than
to the
this.
elbow. Timba puts it up.
Oh,
It's
God
blocked.
damn it.
What a play.
Man,
This man right up
can I
to
not
him with a
please?
hand on the ball.
Can I not like
Jammed in by
completely
Mason.
just
Iowa State
fall
is
ass
struggling on
backwards into a
defense, and
loss
Tracy has a quick
again?
report from their bench.
Coach
Hey, you want to
Wilson
come
is not
set
at
a
all
pick or
happy
some
with the
shit?
drought
All
they're
right,
going
cool.
through and told his assistants to find a way, any way, to turn this one
go.
around.
Thanks, Tracy.
He knows the court and he knows how to get by you.
Just a superb all-around player. Physical talent
All right, let's see
and
what you
talent
got.
for the X's and O's. Cool has it right side.
Mm.
Merchant swings it to the wing.
Oh God. God damn it, Fat Kid
The free
Deals.
throw line. Pulls the trigger.
Fat Kid
Reeled
Deals
in
is
by
way on
Milton.
the ball with
He
some
did just
shit.
enough to force him to
I
alter
just
his
see them
shot.
post a
What
tweet
solid
that was
D.
just like, what did Santa bring you for you
Skips it to
Warriors
the left
fans?
side.
A loss, that's what.
Knocked loose.
Crying to this
And it's
Warriors
picked up by
towel.
Duke. It's one-on-one.
Cool. A little too much activity down there, and he forgot to squeeze it. Always protect the ball, Vern.
Stolen by Duke. Here is the break.
Yeah,
Dearman
cry
picks it
yourself
up.
to sleep in this
Plays it
Warriors
right
fleece
in.
blanket for
He's
cheap.
got 2. Zivanovic inbounds
Who'd they
the ball,
lose to?
And it's a one-point game. Milton passes to the corner. Zivanovic backs in. Got a hand on it.
Yeah.
He read that
Oh
shot
God, what
so
the fuck was
beautifully.
that?
He knew exactly when to go up and get
Baby
that
Charlie
one.
Brown
Wonderful
able to do
execution.
Mason gets it on the strike. They're in the lead thanks to the basket
Ah.
by Cool. He's
Do I have
2
any
for
goal
2
in
from
2K8
downtown.
at the moment?
Leads him in.
Get a national championship with Iowa State. That's my first goal.
The Blue Devils.
My first head
All
goal is
timeout.
to get a national
Both teams
championship
are
with
making
Iowa State because
substitutions.
realistically, my first, my goal was to get the hell out of Grambling at some point. Then it started to kind of grow on me. Sign with a better team, get a national champion. What the fuck was that? Get a national championship, and I got that. Then sign with Iowa State was sort of one of the major end goals, and then get a national championship with Iowa State.
Gets it top of the key.
So that's
Lets it
kind of
go.
one of my
The key
main
affected
end
that
goals.
shot. No good
And then
by
I found
Marshall.
that there's a thing in
And
like the
still
Hall of
tied
Fame
up
counter in this
22.
game
Last
where you can
shot
get a
knocked
lifetime
down by
contract with a school. So I'm thinking about trying to stay with Iowa State long enough to actually get a lifetime contract and see how that
Marshall,
goes.
lead pass to the middle.
I can only imagine where it's like,
Zivanovic.
yeah, you're just here. You can just stay here
There just wasn't enough space for that pass.
forever.
Last shot missed by Hunt.
I find it funnier that apparently Coach K in this game
Down
didn't
low.
have that lifetime contract, or he just wore out his
Misses by
welcome.
Stevens. They're still down 8. 1:36 left in the first half. Shepard.
Yeah,
hands it off.
nope. Okay,
Sparky
good.
Takes it up. Slides in with a soft finger roll.
Warriors took an
They're
L
ahead.
against the
26
Lakers.
to 22. Floyd tosses
Warriors
it
aren't the
up
same
court.
this year. They still win,
Marshall
probably.
fires. Can't connect from long range. Duke is
Let's do the
not doing a very
realistic
good job
thing.
on
You
the
must
boards
defect
today.
to Iowa first.
And
I've
Tracy
never
has
seen
a
an
report from
Iowa
their
State
bench.
coach
Coach Davalos just
leave
told his assistants
to go
if we have
defect to
defend
Iowa.
5 guys in the paint,
I've
then
seen them
let's
leave to
do
go to the
it.
NBA
They're
and
very
fail.
tired of seeing us getting killed on the
Is that
boards.
too soon?
That sent them scrambling to the chalkboard.
I've seen them.
Thanks,
I've
Tracy.
seen them get fired because they were at a party with college students and underage drinking and taking pictures with the underage drinking girls. I've never seen someone defect from Iowa State to Iowa, though. Boom.
They push the lead to 9. The student section is into this game now. They are going bonkers.
Exactly where you are when you hear that sound. These fans are wild.
I don't have as much emotion attached to Iowa as I do Iowa State when it comes to stuff like that.
Hunt fires the 3.
Ah, God, that was
on the offensive end.
What an offensive rebound.
Ooh, look at them post moves. At least he finished. Made sure it was worth something.
Cool. Step
there you go.
That's an over and back violation.
That's just careless, Vern.
Like,
He wasn't watching where he was on the court.
Breaking apart the ice. Why Iowa State and not Iowa? I think it's just what I grew up liking as a kid. I had family members who liked Iowa, family members who liked Iowa State. I think it's because I actually went to Iowa State games as a kid. I distinctly remember going to some Iowa State basketball games when I was younger. And I think a couple of Iowa State football games. So it was just always my thing. And I had some good friends of mine who went to Iowa State. One of my friends I hang out with on an almost weekly basis whenever there's not hockey going on. He went to school at Iowa State. Scrocky is just killing it right now. Jesus. So it's like what I've heard about. What I've heard about before, that someone there was like a hypothesis where maybe just a theory where it's like, yeah, most people whoever they liked as a kid is who they're pretty much going to like as an adult. Like, they're going to continue to like that team for the most part. Your favorite team is generally someone you rooted for as a kid. Which, I mean, that's kind of probably why I'm still an Orlando Magic fan, is because I remember the Shaq and Penny days. And Iowa State football was good at the time when they had, what's his name? Seneca Wallace. Iowa State basketball was good with Jamal Tinsley and all them.
But more of a method of showing different looks on offense. Back to you.
Ooh, look at them spins.
We'll see if he got the message across.
Rip Magic. Aren't they doing better this year, though? Aren't they getting around? I don't know. I haven't seen the last few days, but last I knew they at least had like a 500 average, which in the Eastern Conference is almost playoff worthy. No, they're not. Did they start falling? Because last I knew they were about 500. I'm not saying they were good. I'm saying they were not terrible.
Shooting 75% for the game.
Why do I smell popcorn?
Duke has established
We don't
itself
have
as one of
popcorn
the
in
elite
this apartment
programs
as
in
far
the
as I
nation,
know.
and they've done so by playing smart basketball.
Duke doesn't make stupid mistakes.
That's weird. Why do I smell buttered popcorn?
This low, they could find similar success.
14 and 18. That's not terrible. That's not too bad.
Rises and dishes.
An impossible win streak because they don't know what a win streak is from 500. I mean, it could be worse. We could be the Bulls.
Misses, but he'll get 2 shots from the line.
You know, in the Eastern Conference, 500 gets you home field in the first round now.
Can't get the first. Wooden makes his first appearance.
Ah, sad truth. Nets and Pistons are above them.
Good
Nets.
Number 2.
I don't know if the Nets have anyone, but Pistons have Blake Griffin, and I think someone else. So I can't blame. Oh yeah, they have Griffin and Drummond. So the Pistons being above them doesn't really shock me. It's like they have dudes. Name 5 guys on the Magic. Hell, name 2 guys are in the Magic.
Marshall shoots it, gets the 3-pointer.
I would put if I could choose between Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin or Sasha Vucevic and Aaron Gordon, I'd probably go with Drummond and Griffin.
The Blue Devils can trim the lead to single digits.
Keep the Bulls' name out of your mouth.
The lead to single digits.
I just feel bad.
11 points, and he's
I feel bad for Fred Hoiberg. He never really got a shot with a decent roster.
Passes to the right side.
Yeah, just put it up.
And he will go to the line.
And that's got Russell from Lakers. Yeah, see? I almost said Jamarcus Russell. That's not right.
Didn't sit for long, and he's coming back into the ball game.
Augustine, Fournier, Isaac, Gordon, Vucevic, Wundu.
He gets them both.
Oh yeah, I guess you could also name Mo Bamba.
The Blue Devils with some difficulties.
Rose, Simmons, Rose. I forget who
Blue
that
Devils
is.
all time.
Oh, Sasha. Oh, why did I say Sasha Vucevic? I think I was thinking of. Yeah, who was I thinking of then? Because I know Nick Vucevic. Who's the Sasha that I was thinking? Maybe I was thinking of Pekovic. I think Sasha Peck. Yeah, I think I was thinking of Pekovic. I'm pretty sure Pekovic is Sasha. No, it wasn't Pekovic. Why did I think of a Sasha? Ugh.
They're getting set to inbound the ball.
I don't. AD don't need to go to the Lakers. Yeah, why the fuck are they talking about that? Why the fuck is there talk of AD going to the Lakers? Leave the mid markets alone. We don't need to have all the fucking big markets take shit.
Leads him in.
Because when you start having the entire league devolve into the mid markets and the big markets gotta win, you get some shit like the Sacramento Kings, who probably should have had a title at one point. Hey, Daredevil, what's up? The old guy from Howard's Time in Magic.
Knocks down the first one.
Hey, finally made one. Sasha Vucic. Yeah, Vujacic. I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking of. I would assume.
Gets the second to fall as well. Under 9
like I should know Nick
in the second half. Gale catches it left side.
Stay at Pelicans once his contract's up.
He'll have to get his points at the
that sucks. They need to have more John Walls in the NBA.
He makes the first.
John Wall's been getting kind of fucked by front office for not having decent guys, but well, I mean, you got Beal, I guess.
He gets them both.
Is Beal still there?
Shepard inbounds the ball.
Or does it? No, I was thinking of Washington. Beal's in Washington.
Pass,
no,
left wing.
They don't have anyone besides. They don't have anyone besides. Or no, who might? Oh fuck.
Timba.
Wow, let me try this again.
Right,
they need to have more guys. Not like John Wall is also John Wall. They need to have more guys. Let me train this. They need to have more guys like Kemba Walker. That's what I meant to say. Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker gets fucked by the Hornets. That's who I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking of Wall. The Wizards already have enough issues. Kemba was what I was thinking of. It was like it was some guy who doesn't really get his due as a point guard. Kemba. How's the Cyclones b-ball team doing tonight? Doing well. Sort of. We've done all right. We've gotten our wins thus far. We haven't lost so far this stream. We did almost lose to Northern Iowa because Northern Iowa played like Northern Iowa in real life, where they played up to their competition and almost beat us. Also, we were shooting like just complete ass.
Grabbed inside by Shepard. Shepard
get that rebound by accident. He knew right where to be.
All that moving around. You think there would have been a travel call at some point.
Duke has had serious problems with their interior defense. And Tracy has a report from their bench.
Coach Davalos was talking to his assistants a second ago about that very problem. He said he wants to collapse their defense into the paint.
Just bet on your team to lose instead.
We'll see if it works.
All right, Tracy.
Don't have to worry about the future if you're constantly tanking.
Inbounds the ball.
That's where I need like the picture of the guy with pointing to like his forehead. Like, hey, smart. You don't need to worry about building towards the future if you're always tanking. Just hoard them picks.
With the shot. Can't hit the three-pointer.
He did a real good job.
Or do the Brooklyn thing and just trade away all your best possible picks for some aging stars. Some aging has-beens that can't really run anymore.
That could be a lift for the defense.
Who would be the Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett of the Nets days? Who would that be of today? I'm thinking like Dwight Howard. I'm trying to think.
Shoots from the post. The shot was good by Covington. He's 4 for 6 for the game.
They're going to apply some pressure here.
AD to the Lakers could be a good thing. Yeah, but then we're literally just having to deal with fucking, like, it's just going to be the Lakers versus the Warriors in the goddamn Western Conference Finals all the time. And then I guess that makes it better than the fact that we don't have to worry about like LeBron always winning the East and Carmelo. Yeah, just Carmelo. Just 3 Carmelos. No, Carmelo is the what the fuck was his name? Oh, the dude who had the dreads. I think it was Wallace. Oh, I can't remember his name. 'Cause I think he also kind of got traded in that. But he played around the same time with them. What should we do? We should do shot selection. Gerald Wallace, yeah. That would be Gerald Wallace is what I was thinking of. Carmelo's the Gerald Wallace.
Covington inbounds the ball. Neverett tosses it up court.
The greatest Bobcat ever. Oh yeah, that was the thing that really killed me was towards the end of last year, the Magic, where they were talking about the Bobcats, that worst ever Bobcats team. What was it, like the 11-12 or 10-11? Whichever was the worst Bobcats team of all time. And they're like, oh yeah, three of the guys on that Bobcats team are now in the Magic. Because it was like Augustine, Biombo, and someone else. It was like, oh yeah, all like 3 of the guys from this shitty Bobcats team are now on the Magic. Like, oh god, no wonder there's no hope for this team.
Good on number 2.
Oh, do I get 3? Not realize that? I guess I must have shot with, yeah. Considering he's the 3-point shooter, I must have shot 3 with him. I tried a 3.
But it's retrieved
there you go.
Merchant.
There you go. Slow him down. Make a long pass. There you go.
Bold pass.
Wrong guy.
His first shot of the game. Pulled in by Timbo. And that's his 3rd rebound of the contest.
There we go.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the boards.
But I don't think he's a backup right now.
Backs him down. Scrucky gets it right wing.
Oh, shit. Come on. Scrocky's been doing well this game. We'll just keep that going. Keep that a-moving.
5 minutes left in the second half. Merchant passes to the right side. Stevens with the shot. Nails the turnaround jumper. But they're still behind by 14.
I remember some mediocre Pistons from back around that time too. Magic still need a better point guard. You're right. I don't know who we would get at this point.
And he makes the first.
I don't know who would want to show up. I feel like it's always weird that they can't seem to get people to, like, I get it, Orlando's kind of a mid-market team, but it's fucking Florida. Like, you'd think it'd be easy enough. Maybe it's just Miami that people want to go to because it's Miami. But, like, Orlando should be like, yo, fucking Disney World, man. They should be able to get some people to show up. Just be like, yo, do you have kids? You have kids? You're an NBA player. You must have 4 of them. We learned from Dwight Howard that you must have kids. Take them to Disney World every day. Kemba.
The Blue Devils.
Oh, Kemba would be. Dude, Kemba leaving Charlotte and going to Orlando, I would jizz. After Shaq and Harry, don't believe people trust him. to be fair, like, okay, Shaq went to the bright lights of L.A. I mean, Dwight Howard also did as well, but I feel like after a while with Dwight Howard, can you really start blaming Orlando? Sun owner wants to threaten to move the team to where? The only place I can imagine is Seattle that would welcome a team.
Leads him in. Stevens tipped.
Oh, get shit on.
You have to protect the lane.
I heard that there's a Seattle hockey team coming. Is there a Seattle hockey team coming? I heard about that. Vegas and Seattle. Enough with the fucking Vegas teams. I mean, it worked out in hockey. It was dumb luck in hockey. I don't know if they'll accept a hockey and a basketball team. There is, yes, okay. And I remember hearing something about that there being a Seattle hockey team. Start a team in China tomorrow. There'll be a top 10 NBA market. Of course, just all of China.
Can't sink the first. Shepard got a quick breather,
2K needs to do the Madden thing and allow us to put like some Shang. Oh, dude, if I could get 30 Chinese teams, I will move the XBA to a Chinese only league. I would so do that. I want just failed NBA players and a bunch of Chinese guys and do my own custom My League with that. I want a bunch of Chinese dudes and then Jimmer Fredette and Tracy McGrady. That is what I want in my in my custom My League.
To cut down on the turnovers, and Tracy is near their bench. Tracy,
yeah, there we go. I think we've pretty much won this, but you know.
And then added, the only players I want on the floor right now are the ones that can take care of the ball.
Thanks, Tracy.
And Stephon Marbury.
The offensive rebound by Stevens.
I'm trying to think if there's any other aging guys who would be playing there. Maybe they aren't part of the big three. Anyone I'm thinking of is like part of the big three.
35 seconds if they can.
Last basket was made.
Let's think of like Mike Bibby.
The Blue Devils down big. Boy, what a delicate finger drop.
I'm trying to think about other guys. Jarrett Jack when he leaves.
That last layup was missed.
The fact that
by
Jarrett
Stevens.
Jack is still in the NBA is shocking to me.
Scrucky has it high post.
Not because of age or anything, but just like, is there really nobody? He's always on the team. Is there really nobody? Jason Williams, yes.
He showed great hands on that
steal.
steal.
The Chinese
His man
love
wasn't
Jason
protecting
Williams.
the ball, and he just snatched it away from him.
Big Baby Davis, oh my God. Isn't he? Didn't something happen to him?
He was really waiting for him there.
That's how you do it.
Didn't something happen to Glenn Davis?
Wait for the misstep.
I don't remember hearing something about that.
By 19.
Hey, there's Stay Hydrated bot. Nearly 2 hours later. All right, we got a minute 40 left. We're up by 19. Let's just call it good. Beef with Ray Allen. That sounds about right. All right. And then Klay Thompson. Just 10 years from now, a 40-year-old Klay Thompson leaves the NBA. I guarantee Klay Thompson in real life will go to China once he leaves the NBA. I don't know if the big three will be a huge thing at the time, but he might just opt to go there anyway. There we go. Oh, right, we won. I should make sure that is recorded. We are up to a 7-game streak. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're getting there. And 32-4. Cryo dresses up like Klay Thompson for YouTube. My favorite thing would be is if he showed up in China. I want to see that dude actually take a flight to China and show up as Klay Thompson. And like to try to prove it, he just takes a toaster with him. See, I am Klay Thompson. See, look at the toaster. Oh, that would kill me. Cool. 10-1. That is what I want to see here. And we got a couple of sim games here. A couple of nice away games. All right, getting some wins. You know what? That was a lot closer than I want it to be. But you know what? A win is a win. And hopefully, dude, if we fucking lose this win streak to Grambling, of all fucking people. All right, yeah, we beat him by 20. Not surprising. Scalabrini. Isn't Scalabrini in Big 3? There we go. All right. We're going to make sure. Oh, we're up to 75 because we don't got shit to do this week. Cool. I'm just going to have him do everything. That's right. That's right. The time that we have a lot more time because we don't have shit for games. So I should probably, you know what I should do for these couple of weeks here? I should look, and I know they're going to put more people in, so I should look at some potential sophomores and start looking at people I want to start like pressuring to come here, even at this point. Okay. 6'7" power forward. I think really at this point, I'm just going to add some people to the target list who are maybe 5-star guys. They still have a lot of molding that I can do with them. Make them somebody. Look at it. Okay, so they're all pretty moldable right now. So I might do that. I'm just trying to see where we sit here. I'm going to sort this by people who want to be here. Yeah, I'll take a. Do I want to take a shot at that? I could take a shot at that. I don't even know what the fuck we need in like 3 years. Who knows? Add them to the target list. I want to hopefully just try to get like 5-star dudes. I'm not even like trying to joke around here. It's just gonna be a bunch of 5-star dudes. 23 interested teams. Hey, is there somebody with like less interested teams? Oh, this is about it right now. Okay. So maybe I could try that. Put them there. I mean, I can't really talk to them at this point, but let's look at some 4-stars. Maybe I'll have a ooh. How big is he? 6'7" center. I like that you like me, but fuck off with your 6'7" center. Jesus Christ. These fucking manlets wanting to play for me. So it looks like I'd be a top 3 guy for these guys. There we go. Chuck Hayes. Are we still thinking about guys who could be in China? Go sign Chuck Hayes Jr. Was there a Chuck Hayes that I missed? Muggsy Bugs. Alright, this guy seems like he would be interested in being here, so we'll do that. We could be top 3, I think, for him. Oh, 6'7" center. Oh, is that what Chuck Hayes was? Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. Let's add him to the target list here. I'm gonna start building a plethora of 4- and 5-star guys that I could probably do something with, who I think I'd have a good shot at getting. Yeah, we definitely have a good shot at a lot of these guys. Ooh, God. You know what we need? We need some point guards. We need some point guards willing to show up here. I think we got shooting guards. I could do with some point guards. Man, no point guards want to work for me. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of... I don't use my point guards that much, I don't think. Ooh, okay. I see you, buddy. I see you. I see you. List is full. Remove a recruit. Bet you there's probably some subpar. Yeah, you know what? Let's remove him. There you go. Some guy who's probably not going to sign with me anyway. There we go. There you go. I have my board filled now, so I feel pretty good about that. 2 hours. That's fine. I want to get through this. I don't know if I'm gonna. Oh, I guess I should see. What is this Oklahoma game? That is a home game. Okay, so there's nothing to sim through at that point. Because, yeah. So that Oklahoma game is just it's a home game. So yeah, that's basically where I'll be ending it. So let's just do that and that. All right. Email, phone, email, phone, email, phone. This is ridiculous. It gets ridiculously easy once you like kind of get all these guys in here. There's not really hardly anyone to. Okay, so we're gonna know what these dudes are about very quickly. That's probably a good idea too. Because then in the coming weeks we can have a much better idea of like, hey, we know exactly what this dude's about. Yeah, let's see here. I like that B+ shot already. All right, this dude's got some. Ooh, I already like this dude. His potential's good. His rebounding's good. Athleticism, skill's not the best, but you know what? I think Ellerby is going to be one of those guys. And I'm going to move up in the sophomore rankings. Because he seems to like me. Seems to like... Where is he at? He seems to like being here. And I have a very good shot at getting him. Now you're just naming... I was going to say at first, now you're just naming dudes who are already in the league that are somewhat, like, mediocre. And now you're just naming comedians. Now you're not even naming basketball players. Who should play in China? Keenan Ivory Wayans. Every Wayans brother. He just starts naming people from the cast of In Living Color. It's like, oh man, I love David Allen Greer. Email, phone, email, phone, email, phone, email, phone. All right, I should have enough. All right. Are we? Oh, we're not done requesting game tapes yet from everybody. That works. We gonna know what these kids are about. See, you can tell this is 2007 because if this was like 2017, we wouldn't have to be looking up game tapes. We could just use their mixtapes. All right, get to Oklahoma. There we go. All right, cool. You know what? Even for all the hollering I did at my team during that shitty how did we win Northern Iowa game, we did pretty okay. We won our game. In fact, we won all of our games. We won even all the simmed ones. Even if they were pretty friggin' close, we still won all of our sim games. So realistically, we're on a 2-4-6-8 game win streak right now going into Oklahoma. Looks like we could probably take Oklahoma. I don't see that being too much of a problem. We'll sim again. We sim against Baylor, who will probably be our streak buster there. Then we have a very rough game. Jesus Christ, with the night. I don't think I faced a 94 yet. Holy hell! I don't think I faced a 94 yet. I think 93 is the biggest I've seen. That is some shit. Who's number 1? Oh god. Oh yeah, James Carey. Yeah, you gotta. It's not Jim Carey. It's James Carey from In Living Color. Who the fuck is number 1? Polls. Louisville. Yeah, Louisville's not even. Well, look at that 99 rebounding. Holy shit. Texas Tech hasn't lost to fucking anybody. Hopefully they'll lose to us. We don't have to put a nasty stain of a loss on our home record. So I think that's one of the things I can hopefully put my hat on. But we're 12-1 through the non-conference games, which, if I remember right, is a which I don't have to remember that much to know this is a hell of a lot better situation than it was last year. Because I think we were like, what, 7-7, maybe 7-8. I think we're even worse than that. It might have been like 6-8 or something like that. But yeah, there you go. Let me just save this one more time just to be safe, because I've had issues before. So there you go. So thank you. I faced higher. That wasn't a team of 95-96. Had the whole team go NBA. Did I? Maybe, I'm not sure. Either way, thank you guys. If you're here on the stream, I'm of course going to be going to something else. If you are watching this on YouTube, this will be it for this. So I thank you, and I will see you next time.